there's a first time for everything. I decided to make Zobo and banana bread for the first time. So enjoy my voiceover and the process. So here I'm just showing you all the ingredients for the Zobo. Personally, I love to have my ingredients all laid out for ease. It just helps me make the cooking process or whatever I'm doing just easy and seamless.
Have you ever felt like giving up because you tried and tried, but for the 100th time the stars just won't align? Have you ever had a broken heart?
I was slicing everything that needed to be sliced, and let me mention that I already pre-washed all of these items, all of the ingredients that you see laid out. I already washed them and I just laid them out. So now I'm just slicing everything that needs to be sliced, and also I'll be blending everything that needs to be blended.
Even time won't heal because you'd rather feel the pain than say
Personally,
goodbye.
TikTok and YouTube is where I get all my cooking recipe from. Yeah, like my cooking recipe books. But mainly TikTok, because with TikTok is like just easy. You're quickly seeing the steps, the process, and everything. YouTube usually will give you more details. So yeah, in case you're wondering, where do you get your cooking recipe from? It's from TikTok and YouTube. Those platforms, they have so many tutorials. We have so many creators that are good at what they do, and they just also just give you this feeling that cooking is just so easy and can be enjoyable. So that's why I go to them. TikTok is my favorite place to check out for recipes. So here I am just blending my ginger, dates, cloves, and then I proceeded to add both all the blended items, and you will see some of the sliced items like the cucumber and the pineapple into my pot that was already boiling with the zobo leaves. In case you're wondering, zobo leaves can also be known as hibiscus leaves, I guess. And so yeah, I just added all of that into the pot and I let it boil, simmer, and all of that.
I know
Right now, the girl is just blending her fruits, and let me say, I really need to get like a juicer. Someone buy me a juicer, because using this blender was stressful, so stressful, but I made it work. But I think a juicer would have been just easier, because here I had to now start sieving like I don't know if I'll call it the shaft, but I had to start sieving the shaft and all of that. But if I had a juicer, like I said, it would be just easy. And I need to mention that at some point, I don't know if I showed it or if I captured it, I had to divide my boiling zobo into two pots, because it was spilling. It spilled seriously, like it spilled onto the floor. So imagine me having to mop the floor late in the night. So yeah, I think I showed you. You can see I had to like spill it into two pots. And here I think my zobo was ready. So set aside the zobo for it to cool off. Now let's move to the one that I think I was most excited about, and it is the baking of the banana bread. I had to first melt my butter, and let me say this just before we go ahead. Baking is not so therapeutic to me. Like it just relieves me of my stress, and I never thought this would be me. Let me tell you something. I don't know if I've said it on here, but I hate to cook, or I hated to cook. But now your girl is like chefing it up in the kitchen every now and then. So like it amazes me when I see myself doing all of this. And I'm just like, wow, people really change. Like, change is actually so constant. The star ingredient is the banana. I mean, that's why it's called banana bread, right? So you will see me here just peeling off the bananas, and the next thing I'll do is to mash the bananas. I think I need to get like cute baking bowls, like those white transparent bowls. I think I need to get those kind of bowls. I don't know where to get them, but I think I'll find them very soon. And then the next thing, I'll proceed to add like my eggs and every other thing, right? You would see the whole process. And let me say, because very soon I'm just going to keep quiet and allow you enjoy this video. I decided not to fast forward this video because I wanted you to see all the ingredients. Because again, I don't want to talk your ears off. I wanted you to watch, see all the ingredients, see how I'm measuring them, the measurement for each of them, and also see how the sequence in which I added each of the ingredients, right? So this video is not, like I said, there is no speed in this video. I wanted you to see it. And another reason why I'm also not like talking you through it is because I'll recommend Judith. I'm going to leave a link to her page down in my description box, because I used her recipe and it was just so easy and so yummy. So in case you want to see, like, there's so many videos, banana bread, bake how to bake banana bread videos up on the internet, either YouTube or even Instagram and also TikTok. So I mean, check out all of them. Just type in how to bake banana bread and you'll have so many options, so many options, I promise you.
If you've ever felt like this.
Let me say two things I noticed um that made my bread the way it actually turned out at the end is I noticed that I overmixed my ingredient. Like, I kept on turning and turning and turning, which is something that isn't required when you're baking banana bread. You just need to just mix the ingredient, but don't overturn it. I don't know how to explain it. More like to even mix the ingredient, more like you're folding it. I don't know if I'm making sense, but that's something I learned here. If you look at my I don't know if it's my hand, the strength in which I'm just continuing mixing and mixing, it made the bread not to be as fluffy as it should be. Second thing, because you're going to see my banana bread at the end, it turned out a little burnt, just a little burnt at the top, and that's because my oven temperature was so high. You're going to see my oven. I have the halogen oven, guys. And I set it so high. I mean, it was so high, and the implication of both errors, like I said, was my bread was not so fluffy. I can't speak, guys. And also, I had like the top of my bread was burnt. So, lesson learned, which I have obviously learned from it. Now I know like the right temperature to set my oven so that my bread isn't burnt or crusty at the top. And now I know not to overmix my butter, rather just fold it when mixing it so that I still have that fluffy consistency that I love.
Amen.
I've turned to a banana bread baker. Like, in my house now, we're always baking banana bread.
Can I get a amen? Amen. But we won't be knocked down forever. We will rise back up again. So can I get a amen? Amen. Have you ever found you lost your way? Sailing a sea of tears, caught in a storm of fears that rages through the night. And do you ever wish the time could stop Amen. Amen. Can I get a amen?
Okay, now it's time. My Zobo has finally cooled down, and it's time to like sieve out the liquid from the whole Zobo or hibiscus leaf and every other thing.
Amen. But we won't be knocked down forever. We will rise back up again. So can I get a amen? Amen. No, we're gonna rise up. No, we're gonna stand.
So that's pretty much what I'm doing. Taking out the leaves or the sharp from the main liquid. Another thing you see me doing is, if you remember the fruits that we juiced in a way, I'm also going to add that to this. Just going to be like a sweetener. So people use different fruits, but for this one I used pineapple and watermelon, as you could see. And also I had like something else, a sweetener. This sweetener comes in different flavors, and let me tell you, this sweetener is sweetener. It is a sweetener filled with sugar, right? It made the whole difference to this. I think I got the pineapple flavor of the sweetener, and then I also added sugar, stirred it, and then I put it in the freezer for it to like get chilled, because Zobo is best served chilled. All right, just take note of that. Making both the banana bread and the Zobo drink was so much fun, especially because I baked at night and I had hours to myself to just baking and reflecting. And so, thank you so much for watching, for rocking with me, and please don't forget to like, share, comment, and most importantly, subscribe. And until I see you all in another video, so much love from me to you. Bye.